Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me for another video. In today's video I'm going to be talking about the primary assessments that are coming up in 2023. I'll run through some of the dates for each of the assessments, so have your diaries there ready. I'll talk slightly about how the assessments have changed, and I'll talk about the Year 6 SATs assessment dates and how they've slightly changed also. If you have subscribed to the channel, I just want to say a huge thank you because we reached 800 subscribers recently. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe for more videos on primary education. Okay, let's get into it. Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to do a short video about the assessment dates and deadlines 2023. So in primary school there are certain assessments that are coming up in 2023. And this will be some of the assessments that the teachers will be working towards with the children. So there's been a couple of updates as well, a couple of date changes, but I'm going to run through these and hopefully you've got your diaries ready to put some of this information into your diaries. So first one is the phonics screening check. So we'll start sort of lower down the school. And in year one, if your child is in year one, the children will be learning phonics and be learning their sounds to help them with their reading. And they'll be working towards the phonics screening check, which will take place the week commencing Monday, the 12th of June. Now, the schools will have to try and assess all the children during that week. But just so you know, as parents, that's when the phonics screening check will take place. So who's the phonics screening check for? Well, it's for all children in year one. And it's for any children in year two who didn't pass it when they were in year one. So some children in year two, if they didn't pass their phonics screening check last year, they'll have been practicing learning their phonics sounds again this year in order to try and pass that phonics screening check at the end of year two. So just so you know, it's Monday the 12th of June 2023, and it will be taking place that week. So that's the year one and year two phonics screening check. I do have videos on the screening check on the channel, but I'll be releasing another one shortly, so you have some more information about that. Next, we have the Key Stage 1 SATs. Okay, so these SATs take place for children in Year 2, and they're going to be administered during the month of May 2023. Now, there aren't specific dates as to when the schools can do these with the children, but there is a window during May in which they must be done. So it's during the month of May. So it could be that the children start them at the very beginning of the month. The schools might wait a little bit and start them sort of in the second week. It's unlikely that the school will wait to the very last week in May to complete these assessments, just because it won't give the children enough time and the teachers enough time to get through these assessments with the younger children. It's not likely also that the children will sit in their classrooms all together in one big group and do these assessments all together on one day. It may be, because the children are younger, that the children complete these assessments in smaller groups over the course of the month. It's completely up to your school how they do this, but you just need to know that it will be taking place in May if you are looking to help your child prepare for these Year 2 SATs. Something else to note is that this will be the last year that the Year 2 SATs take place. So after 2023, the government have decided that they no longer want children to sit their Key Stage 1 SATs in Year 2, that they are going to be getting rid of them. And so if your child is in Year 1, it's not likely that next year they'll be doing any Key Stage 1 SATs. So this is most likely going to be the last year. And schools will use their baseline assessments when children come in reception, and will use those as a judgment against the end of Key Stage 2 results, which take place at the end of Year 6 to check progress. I'm not sure how I feel about that as a teacher. I think it's going to be tricky when thinking about progress going all the way from reception to Year 6. But at the same time, the children don't always perform well when they're very young doing tests in Year 2. So just important things for you to note: it'll take place in May 2023, and it will be most likely the last year of the Year 2 SATs. Just a little bit more information. I will do another video on each individual assessment on the channel, but to give you a little breakdown of what the children are likely to complete. For the Year 2 SATs, they'll do 2 reading papers. One of them will be more tricky than the other. The other one will be, the second one they'll have a lot more text to read and then have to answer the questions on a separate answer booklet. Whereas one of the papers, the questions are underneath the text. And I'll do another video on this so you have more information. They'll also do 2 maths papers. One of them will be arithmetic, and one of them will be a reasoning paper, which will cover all areas of the Year 2 curriculum. So it'll be shape, space, measure. There'll be things on bar charts and graphs. There'll be things on their 2, 5s, and 10s times tables. And there'll be things on problem solving, so applying their math skills to problems. And finally, there is a grammar paper as well, but that's an optional paper. Not all schools have to ask their Year 2 teachers and children to sit that grammar paper. Some schools like to do it, others not, but they will have to do the 2 reading papers and the 2 maths papers. So that's Year 2 SATs taking place during May 2023. For next, we'll go up to the Year 4 times table assessments. Now, there's no official assessments for Year 3, but they should be working towards their Year 4 times tables assessments. This was a new assessment the government brought in around the time of COVID, actually. But I think only last year was the first year group to actually set the test. But it's going to be continuing this year. So the children will need to know their times tables all the way to 12. The assessment is done through a computer program. So they'll be doing it on Chromebooks probably, or laptops in school. And the schools have 3 weeks in which to complete this test with their Year 4 children. So it's beginning Monday the 5th of June. So it starts the week beginning Monday the 5th of June. And over the next 3 weeks in June, starting the 12th of June and the 29th of June, children will be completing this Year 4 times tables assessment. So that's just something to bear in mind if you're a parent of a child in Year 4. The Year 4 times tables assessments will start Monday the 5th of June. So get learning those times tables. All right, next then. So this is an interesting one. The main assessment for primary children happens in Year 6, and it's their Key Stage 2 SATs assessments. Now, what you can see on the screen now is the original dates, which is what would happen under normal circumstances, with the first test beginning on Monday the 8th of May. So these were the original dates released by the government. That was the grammar test on Monday the 8th. Tuesday was the reading test. Wednesday was the maths paper 1, arithmetic and first reasoning paper. And Thursday was the 3rd maths paper, which gave teachers and children a chance to catch their breath almost. And on Friday, possibly have a bit of downtime, celebrate the end of the week and completing those assessments. However, things have changed. So what has changed? Well, the government, in their infinite wisdom, have decided that because of the coronation of King Charles, they're going to award everyone a new bank holiday. And for most people, this was wonderful news. But for many teachers, it was a bit of cause for concern because they've decided to place the bank holiday. So the coronation will take place on the Saturday, 6th of May, meaning the additional bank holiday will now be on Monday, the 8th of May, which was the first day of the Year 6 SATs. So it will no longer be taking place on Monday, the 8th of May. And what have the government decided to do? So information released on the government website stated that ministers have considered the situation carefully and have decided that Key Stage 2 SATs tests will now take place in the same week, with tests following the usual order, but each taking place 1 day later than originally planned. So as such, the new schedule will be. So they released a new schedule, and now the schedule will look like this. So essentially, it's during the same week. So Year 6 SATs will take place during the same week, but all of the tests have just been bumped down 1 day, meaning there is now no longer a free day for children to unwind on Friday. However, it depends on the way you look at it. You could say that if you are a parent and you want to use that bank holiday to get some extra revision in, some last minute stuff, then you've got that Monday to just go through anything for the Year 6 SATs test. So Monday the 8th of May is now a bank holiday, meaning the first test will be Tuesday the 9th of May, which will again be the English grammar punctuation test. Wednesday the 10th of May will now be the reading test. Thursday the 11th of May will now be Maths Paper 1 Arithmetic and the reasoning paper. And Friday will now be the final maths paper. So there's been a slight change to the dates. So if you want to, I would make a note of these dates. These are the new dates for the Key Stage 2 Year 6 SATs. Okay, so that brings me to the end of the assessments for 2023 in primary schools. Hope you found some value in this video. I hope that you found some use in it. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some more videos on each individual assessment as we move further towards those dates. Once again, thank you for all of the subscribers who are already subscribed. We reached 800 subscribers recently, so I really appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel before, please subscribe for more videos on primary education. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.